Right.
Good time to come back. I'd say there's
Yes.
a lot going on here. So, what do you think's going to happen with the Lakers before this deadline?
Nothing.
Seriously?
Magic's waiting on the. You're gonna
Nothing.
be waiting a long time for Dell Demps to call you back. There is no. This is not something the Pelicans are thinking about, considering, mulling over. Nothing. They are not giving Anthony Davis to the Lakers by tomorrow. No way. It's not happening. First of all, it doesn't make basketball sense. Boston, who some think may be able to make a better offer, some disagree. But why would I do this trade before Boston can get involved? New York, if they get the first or second pick, maybe they're willing to give me that for, and if that's Zion, who everybody in the league I've talked to loves, and even if we're not sure how great he's going to be, he will put fannies in the seats.
Right.
So if I can get potentially Zion, why would I even make a move before those things can be considered?
If I'm
like
the
in
Knicks, why
May,
would I
I'll
trade
go.
Zion, because I need fannies in my seat.
Well, if I'm the Knicks and I can get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, and they say, look, we want to go for it now. Let's go get AD. So I'm not saying the Knicks would definitely do it, but that's somting I think they consider.
I would keep Zion if I got Kevin and
with
Kyrie.
those two.
I would.
No, and maybe they would, but I'm just saying let's see if they do.
Okay.
Like let's wait till May when the draft lottery happens, and then see what those picks are that Boston had. With Memphis and all these extra picks they have. See what those are. And see what they bring to the table. I also know that New Orleans likes Jason Tatum better than anybody on the Lakers roster. So let's see if he's involved.
Well, that's fair. I mean,
right. And Skip, Dell Demps is from the San Antonio tree.
He is.
So we know, like Popovich sent Kawhi to Toronto, was not going to send him to L.A. under any circumstances. I think Dell feels the same way. And they also are like, look, the Lakers are offering everybody except LeBron. That's a 35-win team. That's a team that was 6-12 without LeBron this year.
Well,
Why do I want that if I'm
New
New
Orleans?
Orleans?
20-win team with AD. So what are you?
No, I get that, but I'm as good as the Lakers. Like, why would I want to bring in all that stuff to be mediocre?
But here's the thing, though. Who's to say that Dell Demps is going to be the one that makes this trade come off season?
It's possible he will. Look, I'm told there are executives, because you know how it works. He talks to people around the league. There's guys that advise him, guys that he came up under. From what I'm told, they're all advising him, do not do this before the deadline. He would look spineless. It would look like the Lakers just came in and snatched your guy. Like, just out of principle, I wouldn't, I mean, you talk to Magic out of respect for him, but I wouldn't even be considering this. And from what I'm told, they're not. They're not.
So it's going to be like what Danny Ainge did to Brooklyn, huh? So it's going to be a situation like that because Danny Ainge going to rake him across the coals.
Look, Danny Ainge is not going to win every single trade. And if I can get Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and some of those draft picks, and obviously a few other players.
Well, the draft picks not going
to do that.
The only draft pick going to be worth something is Memphis because Sacramento's winning too much, and the Clippers have tanked, so they're going to be able to keep their pick.
Yeah, but still, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, the Lakers pick don't be worth anything?
It looks like it might be worth. It might be worth more than those other guys.
Nah, look. And if I'm New Orleans, even if I like the Lakers deal, which I don't think they necessarily do, I can get that in the summer. I can get that in the summer. Let me see if Boston steps away because Kyrie leaves or whatever. If New York steps away and doesn't give me the number 1 or number 2 pick, I can then re-engage the Lakers. And all this talk about what the Lakers won't be desperate. Oh, they will. Because LeBron's going to be as impatient as ever. He's not going to, in his 17th year, sit through another season of mediocrity where he has no chance to win the title. He's not doing it. He's going to say, go get AD, whatever it takes.
You going to let me go? Because I got a lot to say.
Go ahead.
You got it.
I disagreed with almost every point that you made. I think you are missing all the big picture points here. Let's start with the Luke factor. You say all this stuff that the Lakers are offering, it is star quality stuff. I think Lonzo is going to be a star if he can find the right fit. I think, and we're going to talk in just a few minutes here about the LeVar factor and talk about Luke. But I think Luke has made it hard on all these kids to be themselves. He's trying to teach them hard lessons. And if they get out from under Luke, I think you're going to see star quality rise. And if you throw in Big Zoo in there, and my man Shannon loves him some Big Zoo, he can be a starting center. I'm not saying he's got star quality, but he can be a starting 5 in this league for a good basketball
He
team.
can be a 12-8 guy.
Yeah.
You don't believe you can be 12-8?
It's
I think
not
he might
a
be
bunch
better
of
than
stuff.
12 and 8.
This isn't a good offer. This is a great offer. And I don't know how many picks you could get. Shannon says 2. If it's 2 picks,
2 first round.
one pick, whatever it is, this isn't good. It is great. And what's going to happen is that your man, Rich Paul, is going to make it real clear that Anthony is a 1-year rental for anybody else. So that market in the summer could cool rapidly on Anthony. And all of a sudden, Magic's going to sit back, and he's a shrewd operator, and he's going to say, aha, you have lost your leverage. Right now, you've got all the leverage. It's all New Orleans all the time. So Dell's got it all. And you know the Bible very well. It says pride goeth before the fall. This is all about foolish pride to me. It's stubborn pride or foolish. Like, how dare you and all of his compatriots around the league. Don't let LeBron do this to you. Yeah, I'm going to dig in. At what cost? At what cost? Because this is a lot of firepower sitting on your table right now.
Why, Skip, if they're so good? And I've said I like what LeBron has around him better than what he had last year in Cleveland. But why have they been 6-12 without him? Is that all Luke?
Yes.
So
I think
last
it's a
year was
lot,
35.
Luke. And by the way, they lost Lonzo, and Lonzo was. Did you see them at Oklahoma City? Did you see what they did to the Thunder when the Thunder were riding high? Did you see what they were doing to Houston?
I've
Went
seen
to
them have
overtime.
ups and downs. Like, I've seen them beat. I mean, but this is the NBA. I mean, teams, Golden State has lost to bad teams. Oklahoma's lost to bad teams. And, then the Lakers have lost to terrible teams. So it just
do
goes
you believe Alvin Gentry is a better coach than Luke Walton?
Alvin can coach offense. Defense,
I'm a fan.
not defense at all.
I'm a fan.
Because I actually think New Orleans should be better
They
than
should
they
be.
are. They got decent. Now, I know they've had injuries. That's been their problem the whole time. Last 7 years or so, they've had injuries. But I think that Alvin's good offensively, not defensively.
Okay.
And I think Lonzo would be good there.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
I
get
do
into
too.
LeVar's
We're going to
comments,
get
but
into
yeah.
that. So you're going 0% chance of trade. You're down to 20%.
I'm going 20.
And I'm hanging in. I was 75. Now I'm down to 60 because of the LeVar factor.
You really think that
I just
why
think
would New Orleans do it?
because they're stuck with such a sorry eyesore of a situation. And Gail Benson, who has just recently sort of inherited this team, she's going to sit back at some point and say, wait a second, we're going to have to put Anthony, what's he make a year, 35
Yeah, he's going to be, yeah.
Okay,
20-something.
we're going to put him on mothballs the rest of the year and have to take the publicity beating of we've got Anthony Davis and we're not even playing him the rest of the year?
I don't know that it would be a beat. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they sent him home.
Okay.
Seriously?
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's where it's
Like,
headed.
our morale's going to be low if you're there.
If I'm
You have
the
no idea.
Players Association, I'm going to fight this. Because a player just can't go home
That
alone
is
if he
true.
doesn't want to
It-
trade.
it's
If
gonna be ugly.
if I want to trade
True.
and you
Okay,
want to trade me,
bench
do I
him.
get to go home?
Then bench him.
No. Well,
He's
How
not a
bad
part
does
of my
that
future
look, though?
anymore.
well, hold on.
You
I'm a
It
player.
doesn't look good right now.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm
Wait.
injured right now. What's the lady name? Roberts.
Yeah,
And she
Michelle Roberts.
Oh, Michelle Roberts gonna have
Michelle
a fit.
Roberts, yeah.
Oh, she gonna clown.
It's messy.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's messy. It has. And here's where I disagree, Skip. In the summer, I don't think the Lakers will have the leverage. He's got another year left on his deal. That's the child. It's not like he's a free agent this summer.
Okay.
And again, LeBron.
know, but-
look, they're not getting KD. They're not getting Kyrie. They're not
But
getting
they're going to
Clay.
have to unload him by the summer because it's a mess. We just talked about
Yeah.
it. What are you going
You
to do?
gonna put him on ice again?
Yeah.
Maybe
Another
he'll
year?
change his mind.
But see,
He's
that's what
the
they're counting.
one.
That's what
I
they're counting
have
on.
the leverage as the Pelicans.
Yes.
Anthony Davis has no leverage.
But that's what they're counting on. They're counting on that Anthony Davis is changing his mind.
Yep.
And you and I both know he's not changing his mind.
Danny Ainge will do that, which I don't think if Kyrie leaves Boston,
Either
I don't
way.
think Danny Ainge should do the deal.
Okay.
But I think he would. I think Danny Ainge still would probably do it, even if Kyrie's gone.
So you know why I'm going 60%? Because of your man, LeBron James. He is the most powerful man in this league. I can make a
Well, what
case
can
he's
he
the
ha-
most
what can he
powerful
do with
man
it?
in sports, right?
What can he do with this?
We're gonna make a power
You
move.
could just,
Broussard.
the commissioner will get involved.
Yeah.
Gail Benson's been talking to Adam
Yeah.
Silver. Adam's going to say, you know what,
Yeah.
I would go ahead and do
Chris.
this. Would it be good for the league to have Anthony with LeBron?
Oh, look,
yes.
I'd love to see him there.
Yes.
As much as I'd like to see it happen tomorrow,
Yep.
because you're right, it'd be great for the league.
It would be.
Hey,
I just,
I'm gonna need you to pray on that.
Oh,
I'm gonna need
really?
you to pray on that, Chris.
I'd love to see it. It'd be great for the league, but there's no way.
I'm
I talked to
zero.
I'm a zero.
I'm
You're a
skeptical.
zero.
I'm a zero.
I'm
You're
20%.
20.
I was 51.
Now in the
yesterday.
summer, I think they could do it in the summer.
And you're a
But no,
60,
not right
you
now.
said now?
Yes,
And that is
I'm hanging
because
in at
of
60.
maybe a little bit
I dropped
from what
because
LeVar
of
said?
LeVar, and let's talk about
Let's
that.
talk about it.